Welcome students. Today's class we are going to discuss about data types. Data types means it is a main thing for all the computer languages. It may contain integer, character, float as various data types available. Here some of the data types which we have used in Python is given. That is, first we will see about the character data type. It is a fixed with a string value and it has been enclosed with single quotes. Here one example has been given, Anu, it is given in single quotes, and yes, either it may be a single character or more than one character. It should be enclosed with single quotes. And next one is varchar. It is a variable with the character string and it has the size of the data entry. And next one is decimal. It is a fractional number with the two positions, that is, one is precision and another one is scale. Precision is number of digits before the decimal point and scale means number of digits after the decimal point. Here one example is given, size of 5, 2. 5 is the precision and 2 is the scale. Scale cannot exceed the precision. Next is numeric. It is a number, decimal number with maximum number of digits. It may not exceed the precision argument. And next one is integer. Integer is a decimal number without the decimal point. Here the size argument is not used. And next one is small integer. It is same as integer but it is smaller than the integer, so we call it as small int. And next one is float. It is the number with the exponential notation and base. It has the maximum precision up to 64. And next one is real. It is same as float. It has the maximum precision up to 64 and the size argument is not used here. And double, it is same as real except the precision may not exceed the 64. So these are the data types which you are used for database. Next we will go for the SQL commands and their functions. We need a table for executing the commands. Table is used to store the data. It may contain row and column and we can store the data in a row wise manner or in a column wise manner. Here some of the things we have used for database, that is keywords. Keywords means it is a special meaning in SQL and it can understand the instructions. And commands, this is used to give the instruction by the user to the database and it has been executed as a statements. And classes, it begins with the keyword and it consists of keyword and arguments. Arguments means these are the values for class complete. Next we will go for the DDL commands. First we will use the command for creating the table. Create table command is used to create a table. This table may contain the table name and the data types and the size of the data type. Each table must contain at least one column. The syntax for creating the table is create table, table name and column name, data type, size. Column name, data type, size. More than one column has been given. How many number of columns, if you want, you can add. And here is an example is given for creating the table in a database. Create table student. Student is a table name. And some of the columns we include are admission number, name, gender, age and place. Admission number is given as a data type integer because in admission number only the integer values will be there. And name, it contains characters because for writing your name we need an alphabet, so we are using character 20. Your name characters should not exceed the 20 characters. And gender, it is also an character. It is given as 1 because we can give gender as male for M and female as F. And age, it is also an integer. You are giving the age as 16, 17, 20 like that. And place, it may be your native place. Character of 10 letters has been given. So in this manner we can create a table in database. Next, constraints. These constraints are used to limit the type of data. By using this constraint, it ensures the accuracy and reliability of the data in the database. This may be in two level, it may be in column level or in table level. Column constraint is applied only for the individual column, and table constraint is used for more than one column. Here an example is given for the constraint. In admission number, we have given the constraint as primary key constraint. Here it is admission number has been used as a constraint. There is a limit for that, and not null is also given. Primary key means it is an unique key which is used only for the particular student. Same admission number will not be given for two students, so it is a unique one. Next, we will go for type of constraints. That is, the constraints are classified into 4: unique constraint, primary key constraint, default constraint, and check constraint. Let us see about unique constraint. This unique constraint means it may ensure no two rows have the same value in the specified column. That is, admission number will not be given to two students, only a particular student have a particular admission number. Here is an example given for that. Admission number, integer, not null, unique. It should not be null. Not null means it should not be empty, and unique means one number is given for a particular student. Next, name, as usual, character of 20 is given, not null. It is also not null, it should not be empty. And gender, age and place, it is given as usual. Next constraint is primary key constraint. This is an constraint which is used to uniquely identify a record. It is similar to the unique constraint. That is, it has an not null value and it is unique because the same admission number will not be given for the other student. And the example given is not null primary key, that is primary key constraint. And next constraint is default constraint. Default constraint is used to assign a default value for the particular field. This automatically the default value will be assigned to the field. Here for age, it is given as default value as 17. For age, if you are not giving means automatically the default value 17 has been taken for age. If you are not giving, if you are giving means what you are giving that will take. But if you are not giving, then automatically it takes the default value 17. For that purpose, we are giving the default constraint. Next constraint is check constraint. Check constraint is used to set a limit value placed for the field. Here we have given the age check less than equal to 19. If you are giving age more than 19 is not accepted, it will check whether your age is less than 19 or not. It restrict the user for giving the values in that. More than 19 if you are giving means it will not accept. Less than 19 if you are giving only it will accept, because it checks the value which is given by the user. For that purpose we are using the check constraint. Next constraint is table constraint. This constraint is used in a group of field. All the before we have seen 4 constraints are used for the particular thing, but this table constraint is used for entire field. That is, In this example, we have used the primary key for all the field which we have used in this table. Here, create table student 1. Student 1 is the table name. And we have given admission number, first name, last name, gender, age, place. And we have given the table constraint and primary key for the first name and last name. At the end of the table creation, we have to use this table constraint. So in this way, we have used the table constraint. In today's class, we have seen about the various data types and SQL commands, and especially constraints. Constraint plays an important role in a database. Various constraints we have discussed. That is primary key constraint, unique constraint, check constraint, and not null also we have discussed. Finally, we have discussed about the table constraint. In today's class, we have understand about how to create a table. We have not added the data in the table. We have created only the table, that is only the field. Admission number 1, admission number 2, the table data has not been included. In tomorrow's class, we can include the data. For that purpose, we are using various commands, insert, for selecting the table, select. Various type of commands has been used. In tomorrow's class, we will discuss about that command. Thank you.